when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Ricochet and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the center position. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Anunoby. And it's good for two.
Wow, a level of physicality brought to OG Anunoby, and he says, I can match that.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Knicks head coach had a few moments to share with me. I asked him about how difficult it is to game plan for someone like Trae Young, and coach said to me, I told our players to play up on him. The more he moves and runs around, the more likely he is to get into a rhythm, so we need to stay aggressive against him. Sounds like this might be a very physical game, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Towns, coming off a solid outing against Toronto. Brunson against Young. 6 on the shot clock. Floats one. And it's Brunson missing. Doris, how about the evolution of Jalen Brunson's career from role player to star player?
Yeah, B.A., he begins his career as a backup point guard to the great Luka Doncic. But when given an opportunity to thrive without Luka in the playoffs, he did just that. Then he gets his own team and takes his game to an MVP level. Incredible evolution.
Here's Brunson after the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. Towns a screen on Young. And here's Brunson from the arc. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
It's about the work for Jalen Brunson. He's put in a ton of time to become a knockdown shooter.
Puts it up from 12. Lays out. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. Got to come through at the free throw line. These are the teams that are getting it done from there. Number 1, the Knicks.
This squad will punish you every time you let them get to the line. It's something they've worked on as a team, and now they're reaping the rewards.
And the Knicks making a change here. McBride's checked in. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Hart. To the inside. Brunson uses the glass to finish the layup. Brunson's got 5.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Let's take a look at some numbers for Mikal Bridges.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Here's Young, 15 in his last outing. Over the last few years, Atlanta struggled defensively, Graham.
Yeah, the Hawks haven't been better than 20th in defensive rating since 2017. They've had some great offensive teams during that time, but their defense has held them back.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And there's the ability to finish for Ricochet. Nobody scares him at the rim.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, in a year with no consensus #1 overall pick, Zachary Ricochet out of France, maybe not a surefire star, but certainly a player with a lot of talent, a 3-and-D prospect with the prototype length and size. The Hawks saw him as a plug-and-play addition to their roster. He should be making an instant impact, guys.
Absolutely. All right, Shams, thank you. Good stuff. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Jalen Johnson is developing the complete game. He said, I watch the guys who do everything. That's my mindset. I want to be at least solid in every department and then keep building on that, adding bits and pieces here and there. Brian, his versatility is already drawing attention league-wide.
Yeah, there's no question about that, Allie. Thank you. The Knicks with the lead. McBride passes to Brunson. And Hart with a basket on the assist from Brunson.
So confident in the painted area. Josh Hart understands how to score inside.
Back to Young. Pass to Capella. Shot clock at 5. Unloads from 13. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Shot's good by Hart.
You love to see Karl Anthony Towns with the great decision-making. Passes up a scoring opportunity to find a teammate.
Brunson against Young. Johnson a screen on Brunson. The crossover. Young the pass to Johnson. Here's Daniels. Screen by Capella. The baseline J, and he drops that one in.
And it seems like Daniels is comfortable all over the floor.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They lead by 4. Towns has got room, and it's New York scoring again.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Young against Brunson. Now here's Young, tightly guarded. The kick out to Johnson from the arc. And so it's the New York Knicks leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint, but if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. Their backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. Larry Nance is out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's a Kongwu in at the 5, down low. Now here's Bogdanovich. Left side, Young. From downtown, it's rebounded by McBride.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Hunter against Bridges. Hunter passes to Bogdanovich. Okongwu with it. Nance outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. This one for three. And the three-pointer goes. Bogdanovich has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Doris, how about the emergence of Jalen Brunson? The Knicks got him as a free agent.
BA is incredible because the Knicks, when they signed him back in the summer of 2022, many voices were out there saying it's an overpay, you paid Jalen too much. Well, guess what? All NBA performer, and that contract looks like a bargain.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
New York shooting their first free throw of the evening. For the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Sims. And it's OG Anunoby in for Payne. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Daniels comes in for Nance. Close the net on 2 minutes played here in the second. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Knicks. They currently hold the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, Atlanta, back 2.5 games.
Well, right now for the Hawks, they failed to deliver the great season people were hoping for, but it's far from hopeless. Plenty of time to turn things around for them.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
And now the Knicks on the break. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist from Towns. Anunoby's got his second basket on the night. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Daniels, that one's true.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
McBride passes to Towns. Pass to Anunoby. Bridges, a screen on Bogdanovich. Here's Achua. Capella with a block.
A quality defender, Capella uses his size and reach to erase shots.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in, they're working, they're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Young, taking command on offense when they need it, putting up 21 a game. Young with a physical finish inside.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And Grant, by now, many of the questions we had coming into the season have been answered.
Oh, no question, B.A. But it's still a long way to go. We know how much can change over the course of the season, so I wouldn't be surprised if a contender or two has yet to emerge.
Brunson, he's checked in for New York. Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Risacher comes in for Trae Young. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Brunson finds Towns. Back to Brunson. Rebounded by the Hawks. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
As they say, live by the three, die by the three. When you're too perimeter dependent, it's hard to maintain consistency game in and game out.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The three ball too critical in today's NBA.
Another dunk in the career of Clint Capella, and he's got a lot of them.
High post Towns. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns. A 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
And the first one at the line is good.
When Towns is healthy, he is an absolute force on the offensive end of the floor.
For the Knicks, Josh Hart's checked in for Achua, and it's Bridges in for McBride. And so Towns nails them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Daniels passes to Capella. Up top, Johnson to the left side wing. Here's Risacher. He's guarded by Bridges. Lets it fly. Hunter can't get it to go. Knicks leading by 4. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Pass to Brunson. From behind the arc. The rebound by Atlanta.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Hunter against Hart. Hunter up top. With 1 on the clock. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Knicks out in front. They lead by 4. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
All right, thanks. Tibbs, what'd you think about the way this team defended in the first half?
Well, not bad, but we have to sustain it for the entire game. They put a lot of pressure on you. We got to make sure we're containing their dribble penetration, and then we got to react down challenge shots.
The expectations are high for the second half. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you with us on this Wednesday. And Sean's New York really putting something together around Jalen Brunson.
Knicks fans have a lot of reason for optimism. It'll be interesting to me, though, to see if this team can get further and further in the Eastern Conference to a conference finals, maybe to an NBA finals, and winning a championship. But how can they continue to surround Jalen Brunson with superstar talent? That will be interesting to monitor in New York.
Absolutely. That front office will really be looked at as they try to build the pieces around this terrific young player.
And now they have stability, they have assets, they have players that they can trade that are wanted around the league. So this New York team, they finally have direction, and they finally have hope, and finally have a chance to win in the East.
Absolutely. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. Daniels out there with Young. And it's Risache in at the small forward. Risache with it. He's guarded by Anunoby. 4 on the clock. Puts up a deep three. And it's Risache missing. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young. The coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Thank you, David. The offensive rebound. Capella finds Johnson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Brunson the pass to Towns. Inside, Anunoby. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Young inside. Brunson covering. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Here's Towns. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
On the wing, Johnson. Here's Risache. He's guarded by Anunoby. Shoots. And it's Risache missing. The Knicks leading by 4. Hart the pass to Towns. That one falls. Towns has got his second basket of the game. And we saw some players banged up down the stretch last season, Shams.
I'm told that there was a focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some, and I think that's what the fans want. But there are going to be some trade-offs, and that includes free throw rates, that includes game time, and in the long haul, adding some more physicality and adding some more attention to detail defensively and allowing defenders to play more and defend more. That should be good for the game.
Yeah, those were good trends, I would agree. And now the 2K leaderboard, a list of the teams that have rebounded the ball tremendously over the last 10 games. The Hawks, number 1.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 6. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
when they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense, and it's hard to get a win when that's the case.
The shot's good from Brunson.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And Young kicks to Johnson. In the corner, Daniels. Screen by Capella. Just 5 to shoot. Daniels passes to Capella. It's rebounded by Towns. The Knicks leading by 6. And Charms, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Brunson outside. Towns sets the pick for Hart. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Young.
Young is so good at drawing contact. Defenders have to be very disciplined guarding him.
The Hawks shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, and you know, Young gets to the line as much as any small guard.
And so Young nails them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Brunson kicks to Anunoby. Towns against Capella. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And Towns is a lot for a defense to handle, especially when he's looking to score inside.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
I think 3 of the top 5-6 players, we got Doncic. You know, we've got Porzingis, of course, who was such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. I mean, the names go on and on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be epic.
You and I would pay for the ticket, wouldn't we? I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon.
at the numbers for Brunson, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. So it's the Hawks now. 8-point game. And here's Daniels. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Denver.
And on the defensive end, he was extremely disruptive, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Pass to Bridges. Outside, Towns. Back to Bridges. Towns, the screen. 5 to shoot. Bridges inside. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Hey, Shams, you're always on the pulse of those league-changing trades. You certainly saw some impactful ones last season.
Across the board, the Pacers, the Mavericks, they made deep runs, and they did so on the back of some big trade deadline moves. Those are transformations that excite all of us to witness. Even New York getting OG Anunoby at the trade deadline. This is a league that's built on capitalizing at the moment and striking when the iron's hot, and we saw multiple teams do that this last season.
Yeah, that trade deadline was phenomenal for those teams you mentioned. Really impactful. Daniels, no good on the free throw.
You can call Dyson Daniels a 6'8" point guard. He is great handling the ball, and let me tell you, few better defenders than Daniels in the league.
Now, here's Bridges. Coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. Bridges double team. Brunson with a clean look. Hits it from three-point range. Brunson's got his third basket of the night. The Hawks trail by 9. Now Young. He has 6. Capella with a screen on Brunson. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Bridges with the steal. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, DA. Thank you. Here's Young after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. To the paint. Towns with the steal. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Yep, that one goes. And the Knicks lead by 13.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now here's Johnson. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Shot clock at 6. Knocked loose. Here's Risacher. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches, it's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year, we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Capella with a screen on Brunson. Young pass to Capella. Towns with the steal. And there's the call on Rizachet. That is his first foul of the game. Achua, he's checked in for New York. Cameron Payne comes in for Jalen Brunson. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Pass to Achua. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Back to Achua. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists in the game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Now, here's Okongwu. 14 points from him the last game against Denver.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around it, just his effort level was off the charts.
Matthews, he's checked in for the Hawks. Here's Payne. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Bridges up top. Covered by Hunter. And Towns throws it down.
They have been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Now, here's Hunter. His last outing with 20 points. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot to stop the run. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Payne. A shot, no good. Good work defensively by Johnson. The Hawks trail by 19. For 3, Hunter. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. To the middle. Achua kicks to Payne. Bridges passes to Achua. The dunk by Achua.
Nice job by Bridges. Doesn't always get enough credit for his playmaking.
So it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Pass to Hunter. Bogdanovich with the screen. Shoots from the elbow. This one for 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Well, anyone can tell you Bogdanovich is a volume 3-point shooter. It's the focus of his game.
Now here's Payne. He is covered by Bogdanovich. Payne kicks to Towns. Here's McBride. He's covered by Matthews. Pulls up. High post. Atlanta with the rebound. Launches it from deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's New York holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And an important part of every team's game, we'll look at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Hey, Shams, we know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it's sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason, but I try to wait as best I can to make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
Outstanding. Bridges out there with Precious Achua. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's Payne, and it's Sims in at the center position. There's the group. New York will start the second.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his his feet were set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
The Hawks trail by 17. Outside Bogdanovich. Young with no one around. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Young's got 11 points.
Well, you need to run Trey off of his shot. If Young gets into his jumper, it's normally going in.
Here's McBride. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Pass to Hukporti. Goes back up. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
The Knicks making a switch here. Anunoby's checked in. And that one misses. The Hawks trail by 16. Here's Young. And Bridges with the block.
This is where Bridges' wingspan is a factor, allowing him to reach out and get a piece of that shot.
Payne, he's checked in for the Knicks.
Cameron Payne.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Young finds Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Young for 3. It's hauled in by Achua. The Knicks leading by 16. All the way to CBA introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, and all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax, it's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. That, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least 1 or 2 teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Chance now to take a look at some numbers for Mikal Bridges.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter.
Oh, that was some power on that dunk.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And stolen by Okongwu. Hunter dishes to Young. Okongwu with the screen for Young. Pass to Bogdanovich. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hunter from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Hunter's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And Hunter can really do damage from deep. The defense has to get out on him.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Bridges at the line, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Towns, he's checked in for Cameron Payne. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Daniels comes in for Larry Nance. Both free throws good from Bridges. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 13. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
For New York, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's McBride, defended by Young. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Pass to Achua. New York moving it around. Anunoby outside. Achua, the pass to Towns. Clock at 4. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Yeah, this is what makes Towns an all-star caliber player. He has the ability to take over games by himself.
Now, here is Young. 11 points in the game. From downtown, Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Bridges against Hunter. Now, here's Bridges. He's guarded closely. Misses the baby hook. The Hawks trail by 15. Pass to Young. Into the lane. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's McBride. 5 points in the game. Now, here's Anunoby. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Clint Capella. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And New York making a change here. Brunson's checked in. And then for Atlanta, Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Johnson comes in for Hunter. And it's Risa Shea in for Bogdanovich. And the second free throw, good. So for New York, their last game a win against the Raptors in Toronto. Okongwu with a screen on Anunoby. Pass to Okongwu. Young outside. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Brunson. Again, Young missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Count it. Good. Anunoby's got 7.
And you see how Brunson's fine-tuned his playmaking ability. That pass on time and on point.
Pass to Shea. Stolen by Anunoby. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. The Hawks trail by 18. Daniels passes to Okongwu. Now, here is Young. Back to Okongwu. Towns with the steal. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. Atlanta's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Down low. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
Well, when you're a scorer like Towns, you're going to have defenders all over you. That's why you have to make your trips to the line count.
The first one falls.
Well, since being selected first overall back in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been such an incredible force for his career, averaging a double-double, someone you can build around.
Miles McBride's checked in for New York. And a change for the Hawks. Hunter's checked in for Trae Young. And he can't hit the second.
You know, the size, talent, and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction, a prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
Got a hand on it. A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Saturday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
And the first one at the line is good.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
So he gets them both. The Hawks trail by 21. Daniels with it, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
He's got a nose for the bucket. Shea ready to go once he got it.
Now here's Brunson. A floater, and the layup is good. Brunson's got 9.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here is Daniels. Brunson covering. And here's Daniels. Shot clock at 5. Hunter with a screen on Brunson. Daniels from outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Anunoby outside. And stolen by Okongwu. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And stolen by Achua. And here's the break. Pass to Brunson. Anunoby outside. Brunson against Johnson. There's a screen by Achua. Brunson gets it to go from 18 feet away. Brunson's got 4 this quarter.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Pass to Hunter. The Hawks working the ball around. Okongwu with a screen on Brunson. To the paint. The shot by Okongwu, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And that one is good.
Well, it's hard to stop him once he's at the rim. That's a strong move.
Pass to Rizachet. To the middle. Okongwu kicks to Hunter. Here's Daniels. And there it is for him. Daniels has got 7 points in the game.
Well, Daniels has good length, so this close in, he can use that to his advantage.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And what a treat it was to have Sean stop by. He's definitely become part of the fabric of the NBA.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You won't meet a harder worker in terms of NBA coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his craft.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Precious Achua. And it's Bridges in for Miles McBride. 2 points, that one goes. Brunson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Hunter. 41 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. The shot's good from Nance.
And I like that play. Nance on the roll, great athleticism, tough to defend.
Brunson the pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. Pass to Hart. And here is Anunoby, covered by Hunter. Bridges shot, good.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable, taking and making his share of threes.
Hunter on the wing. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's New York cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy bunnies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, we should be fine.
And see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're measuring up the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts, allowing them to rest their stars a little bit.
That would be their best case scenario, but then again, best laid plans. And fellas, bringing it back to our main matchup here. Through the first half, Karl Anthony Towns has been getting it done.
He's feeling it, exploiting the gaps in the defense, getting high percentage looks.
Defensively, you have to find a way to seal those gaps because he's making it look too easy.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
You know, Stan, we hear all the time about after timeout plays. About how many of those do teams really have at their disposal?
Well, you certainly have to have a few, Kevin. Coaches vary in their philosophy. Some coaches will draw them up on the fly. I was one, like a lot of guys, who wanted to have things that we've worked on that then we could go to. But that just depends on who you've got, how smart your guys are, how quickly they pick things up.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. The front court is Risacher and Johnson. Trae Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Capella in at the 5. And he makes the first. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Both shots good from the stripe. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning, it's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
And the dunk by Capella.
Well, your goal there has to be to stop Young first, so that'll open up things for other people.
Brunson kicks to Bridges. Back to Brunson. And Capella sends it back.
An emphatic block by Capella, using his size and strength to shut the offense down.
Daniels passes to Young. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Young's got 15 points.
And just good at staying under control. Even when Young is under duress, he just keeps his composure.
Brunson the pass to Anunoby. And taken away by Johnson. Here's Risacher. He's guarded by Anunoby. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Towns a screen on Young. And here's Brunson outside. Atlanta with the rebound.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Hard against Young. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Anunoby left side. Pass to Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Gets that one through the hole, making now 7 of 13 in this game.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
breaker dance through.
And this group gives us a second look at the shooting guards leading their position in steals over the last 10 games. Knicks on defense. Now Young. He's got 18. Johnson finds Young. Off target from outside. New York leading by 19. Anunoby with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Pass to Brunson. 5 on the clock. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
And man, can Brunson get going in a hurry? He's got his fingerprints all over this one.
Back to Young. And the layup's good off the glass. Young's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Karl Anthony Towns.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
Now here's Brunson. 19 points in the game. Brunson with another miss.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Daniels kicks to Young. Pass to Johnson. Here's Rizachet. He's guarded by Anunoby. It's good. Capella's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, you see that? Capella sets the screen, then gets to a spot where his man can get him the ball for the score.
Now here's Brunson. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
But I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama, I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Riza Shea. And it's Bogdanovich in for Trae Young. Free throw good. Hart.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Towns finds Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Hart, no good. The Hawks trail by 21. Pass to Johnson. And here's Bogdanovich. Offline with his 3. Hart with it and guarded by Capella. Now Brunson. And he makes good on the layup. Brunson's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Hart against Johnson. Hunter dishes to Daniels. Back to Hunter. Here's the 3. Daniels, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. Brunson outside. Pass to Hart. Here's Anunoby. Covered by Hunter. Brunson outside. Over Daniels. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Hunter on the wing. Inside. Here is Daniels. Brunson covering. Daniels passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, sometimes this seems too easy for Capella. The hoop is right there for him.
What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The Knicks making a switch here. McBride's checked in.
One shot.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. And last season, Jalen Johnson saw a huge leap in playing time and his production.
Yeah, look, he was one of the most improved players in this league. You know, came in as a great athlete, but then has really learned how to play the game, how to get to high percentage shots, how to get on the glass, and especially how to defend.
His improvement has been off the charts.
Sure has. Yeah, he's an incredible offensive rebounder. Capella just works so hard to get ideal positioning when the shot goes up.
Now here's Brunson. He's covered by Daniels. Pass to Bridges. Back to Towns. Hard against Johnson. Fires away from way outside. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Here's Capella. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his 4th assist in this one. Brunson kicks to Towns. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Wow, look at the soft touch from Towns. Great execution there from the mid-range.
Daniels dishes to Bogdanovich. Johnson wide open. He fires. A 3-pointer, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
McBride passes to Brunson. Towns, the screen. Bridges, no one around him. Nailed from 3-point land. Bridges has got 12.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look from there.
And Capella the bucket on the assist from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got assist number 5 here tonight. The Knicks leading by 19. Brunson kicks to Towns. Some nice passing by New York here. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
For the Knicks, Achua comes in for Josh Hart, and it's Payne in for Jalen Brunson. Atlanta also making some changes here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella, and it's Matthews in for Daniels. First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. 1:33 left to play here in the third. Now for an update on Trae Young's injury. Let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Hawks provided us with some information. Right now, he's saying it might be a severely sprained ankle, which is something every player hates to hear. There's never a good time for injuries, but right in the thick of the season, this is a difficult one to navigate. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
Now here's Payne. Still scoreless. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. 4 on the shot clock. For 3, Bridges. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Bogdanovich. Here is Matthews. Hunter sets a screen for Matthews. There's the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Matthews has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. On the wing, Bridges. Covered by Hunter. Pass to Achua.
Jalen Johnson, second personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And that one falls for Achua. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Jalen Brunson has been on display for the New York Knicks. He's up to 26 points in the game now, just keeps pouring in the buckets. Back to the action in just a minute. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Miles McBride out there with Cameron Payne. Then it's OG Anunoby. And then there's Precious Achua. And it's Towns in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Pass to Anunoby. Outside, Towns. Over to the left wing. McBride, bounce pass. Here's Payne. Hands the shot from the wing. The Hawks trail by 19. Matthews scanning the floor. Johnson sets the screen for Bogdanovich. Pass to Johnson. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Just 4 to shoot. That's a 2 from Matthews. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Now Payne. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And taken away by Johnson. Hunter against Anunoby. Okongwu dishes to Matthews. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Garrison Matthews at the line. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Matthews. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Payne kicks to Anunoby. Outside, Towns. It's sent back by Okongwu. Now here's Matthews. He's guarded closely. Pass to Okongwu. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa.
At the line, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Both free throws good from Okongwu.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Anunoby finds Payne. Towns a screen on Bogdanovich. Payne misses from close range.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Johnson outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bogdanovich. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
McBride with the ball. He's covered by Matthews.
And as a team, they're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
2 shots.
Free throw good, McBride.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Dyson Daniels checked in for the Hawks. That one is no good. The Hawks trail by 14. Pass to Bogdanovich. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Hart, he's checked in for Achiuwa.
One shot.
And that one falls for Okongwu.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Now, here's Hart. Pass to McBride. The kick out to Anunoby. Here's Payne. Fires away from outside. Atlanta with the rebound. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Here is Daniels. Okongwu a screen. Here is Daniels. Bain covering. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, I like the activity of Daniels there.
Daniels at the line, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Daniels. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Towns sets the pick for Payne. And the three ball is good. And the Knicks lead by 12.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
And he finishes nicely on the way.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Okongwu, the pass to Bogdanovich. Oh, good with the triple.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Hart kicks to Towns. Here's Payne. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Pass to Hunter. Now, here's Johnson. And here's Daniels. To the inside. And Okongwu slams it in.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Here's McBride. Anunoby outside. Towns high post. And stolen by Okongwu. Bogdanovich looking around. Pass to Daniels. And Johnson now top of the key. Here's Bogdanovich. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And good that time.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show up your best move. Let's go. Let's see those best moves.
Different look for New York. Mikal Bridges checked in for OG Anunoby, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Payne. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Reza Shea is coming in for Bogan Bogdanovich. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort, and we'll see how it works out. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
Pass to Hunter. Capella with it. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one is on Towns.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
One shot.
throw no good for Capella.
Well, Capella shot his fair share of free throws. Not his expertise at this point.
Another shot. That's tipped. Here's Rizachet, defended by Bridges. Rizachet with it. Pass to Hunter. Over Hart. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Brunson finds Towns. New York moving the ball around. Oh, muscling it in. Brunson.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Rizachet with it, defended by McBride. Pass to Hunter. Back to Daniels. Capella sets a screen for Rizachet. Bangs home the trifecta.
And such a nice stroke for a rookie. Rizachet looking like a polished shooter already.
Here's Brunson. Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Hunter against Bridges. Pass to Rizachet. Launches it. Atlanta gets it back.
Well, I like it whenever Capella goes up strong inside because it sometimes forces defenses to compromise.
Clint Capella at the line. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
No good on the free throw. Anunoby, he's checked in for the Knicks. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. The Knicks leading by 11. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Rizachet. Hart, no good.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Yeah, plenty of power behind that move from Johnson.
New York's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Hunter against Anunoby. Pass to Hart. Towns, a screen on Johnson. Shoots from the line. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Knicks lead by 11.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Hunter against Anunoby. And Hunter, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And what I admire about Hunter is that opportunistic attitude. This kid just makes things happen.
Brunson, right side. Hunter against Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Hawks. Now, here's Hunter.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Capella with a screen on Anunoby. Down low. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, and while Capella may be a one-dimensional scorer, he is historically efficient.
Brunson scanning the floor. It's deflected. Here's Rizachet, defended by Bridges.
Well, Rizachet does a nice job of drawing the contact on his way up. Now a chance at the lead.
2 shots.
first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
At the wing position, Risacher has pretty much everything you're looking for, right? Length, mobility, three-point shooting, and add to that, he has a great feel for the game.
He's able to hit the second one, and that trims the lead to 6.
Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that missed free throw when it's all said and done.
Brunson kicks to Hart. To Brunson. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks trail by 6. Hunter with it. Brunson picks him up. Pass to Risacher. And here is Capella. Now Hunter. Here's Risacher. Brunson covering. Three-pointer. And it's Risacher missing. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts.
Daniels with it, defended by Hart. And here is Hunter. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Bridges. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Mikal Bridges at the line, 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead. Here's Atlanta.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Mikal Bridges at the line, 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line. Converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
Atlanta calls timeout. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Pass to Johnson. Puts up a deep 3. They grab their own miss. Daniels from outside. He doesn't hit that one. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Fifth personal foul. 5th team foul. Josh Hart at the line, 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. 7 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
So it's New York picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.